Karen calls the police because I'm fixing my own car, backfires on her. Before I tell you this story, let me know in the comments, what city are you watching from? It was a Saturday afternoon and I was under the hood of my car, tightening a few bolts. I had some music playing at a reasonable volume, my toolbox next to me, and a cup of coffee on the driveway. Just a normal weekend, right? Apparently not for Karen. I heard the dreaded sound of heels clicking against my driveway. I sighed, already knowing who it was.
You can't do that here.
She snapped. I wiped my hands with a rag and turned to face her. Do what? She waved dramatically at my car.
This, fixing your car in the driveway. It looks trashy and brings down property values.
I raised an eyebrow. It's my driveway, my car, and I'm just doing some basic maintenance. She crossed her arms.
It's not allowed. We have standards in this neighborhood.
I chuckled. Pretty sure there's no law against working on your own car. Her face twisted in frustration.
If you don't stop, I'll call the HOA.
Go ahead, I said, turning back to my engine. They've got nothing on me. That wasn't the answer she wanted.
Fine, then I'll call the police. You can't run an auto shop from your house.
I sighed. Karen, I'm not running a shop. I'm changing my oil. She didn't listen, just pulled out her phone and started dialing. 15 minutes later, a police car pulled up. The officer stepped out, looking between me, my car, and Karen, who was practically vibrating with self-righteous fury.
Officer, finally!
She cried.
This man is running an illegal business from his driveway. It's unsightly and disruptive.
The cop looked at me. Sir, are you running a business here? I shook my head. Nope, just fixing my own car. The officer glanced at my tools, my single car, and then back at Karen. Ma'am, working on your own vehicle is not a crime. Karen's eye twitched.
But it's ugly. It ruins the neighborhood's look.
The cop sighed. Ma'am, you called emergency services for a non-emergency. That's a misuse of 911. Her face went pale.
What?
I'm issuing you a citation for improper use of emergency services, he continued, pulling out his notepad. $500 fine. Karen's mouth opened and closed like a fish out of water.
But he's the problem.
The officer didn't respond, just handed her the ticket and walked back to his car. I smirked, wiping my hands on my rag. Looks like I'm legally allowed to fix my own car. Who would have thought? Karen stormed off, gripping the fine in her hand. I took a sip of my coffee, turned up my music, and got back to work. Just another day dealing with Karen. If you enjoyed this story, let me know in the comments. Have you ever dealt with a Karen like this?